and welcome out to another episode of Dolby Rachel. Let's see here. In the last episode...
I got bitten by my bird this morning, and now I have some strange welt. I don't know what my parents fed him, but if this shit gets infected, I'm gonna get so upset. But yeah, he woke up and immediately chose violence today. Like, no hesitation, no questions asked. He got fully awake and just chomps down. No questions, no hesitation, no remorse. We have matching shirts. Our friend Alex got them for us. What is his Twitch? Jedi Cruise, I think?
Yeah, Jedi Cruise.
Do it.
You should check it out. He has a lot of fun playing. Oh, airport. That's where we're going. He does a lot of fun videos playing battle royales. I think specifically he's been playing a lot of Warzone lately. That was the airport.
I think I need to go ahead and type out the list and post it in Discord to update my opinions on. So I can say this person's going to die, this person's going to be killed, this person's a final girl or final boy.
Ah, Hajime, over here. Mikan, Ibuki, Hiyoko are all here. The names on the staff roll for Twilight Syndrome murder case were Tsumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuri. Wow. I really wanted Fuyuhiko to come too, but he locked himself in his cottage and wouldn't come out for me.
Sorry.
So unfortunately, he's absent. It's probably because I'm so incompetent. I apologize.
What?
Huh? It's okay to be absent? I thought you said we'd get executed if we didn't come. Executed? You said Monokuma had something important to tell us, right? But we came because you told us that. Sorry, that was a lie. You tricked us.
He's got the voice up bottom, but has the lines up top. He really does.
Does it confuse you?
It confuses and arouses me, yes.
See, this is why I told you, like, saying a phrase like that is why I say that you're part Rita Farr. It confuses and arouses me. It's absolutely something she would have said. Like, admit it. Admit it. Admit it. That is absolutely a Rita Farr line.
Yeah. I do kind of melt down when I melt down.
Fine, then I'm leaving.
Wait.
Can you wait till we finished our business with you, right, Hajime? This is like, I'm on the same team as Nagito? No, I can't focus on that right now. I have to get information from them. Sayonji. Can't believe you actually tricked us so we'd come to this place. I have nothing to say to impudent regular people like you. Regular, huh? She's right, I may be a regular guy, but I also have an ultimate talent. Or at least I should have one.
Man, what if you were just the ultimate dumbass? Like, you showed up and you had, like, super high school level bimbo energy? That's the character
I'm sure that will
wanna
happen
see.
eventually.
That's
I know
the
the creator said that he might be working on a new
Yeah, I
Danganronpa.
heard about that.
Because there's 3 official, like, mainline games, and then there's the hack and slash
And
that
then
they
there's
made.
a rhythm game, isn't there?
I don't know about that. There's a hack and slash game. And
Isn't
then
there a new Kingdom Hearts hack and slash game?
no, that's the rhythm game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kingdom Hearts got
Got
an in canon, in universe rhythm game that, like, the story that the rhythm game tells is canon to Kingdom Hearts, and it's Kairi's journey to find Sora in the darkness.
Okay.
From what I understand, I think that's what it is. Hey, do you have a minute? There's something I wanted to ask you. Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, Mikan? No, since we said we weren't going to play that game, I'm not really good at video games. I'm pretty slow, and I panic instantly.
What a move.
Her timid tone, I'm pretty sure the Girl A character was like that too.
Hey.
Anyway, can you tell me about your relationship with Mahiru? Relationship with Mahiru? I first met her, when we first gathered at the classroom with everyone else. And after arriving at the island, I did have a few conversations with her, but... Did Mahiru hate me? That's definitely it. She hated me. She doesn't know anything. No, it's more like she doesn't remember anything.
None of us remember anything.
But even though she hated me for her to actually invite me, she must have been a really kind person. Invite? Mahiru invited me this morning. This morning? She looked very serious. And she was wondering if we could all meet up so she could discuss something. But I already had plans to go to the beach, so I had to decline because I needed to prepare for that. And when I did, she made this lonely face and said that she'll reschedule for another day. If only I went with her, this wouldn't have happened. Wah! Wah! Just every now and again, suddenly she just turns into Wario. Wah! That wasn't what I did. I was trying to click on Ibuki. Hey Ibuki, can I ask you something? Bring it on! Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case? Well, that's a computer game, right? I'm basically awful at those things. Ibuki's a tough girl, so I don't touch anything powered by electricity except for electric guitars. Pretty sure that's a lie, but now's not the time to really dwell on something like that. For unique tone and hyper energy, there was a character like that in the game too. Let me ask you one more thing. What's the relationship between you and Mahiru? Huh? Do you mean that in a perverted way? No, in a normal way. Well, even if you ask me that, Ibuki's encounter with Mahiru was... When I asked Mahiru this morning to go to the beach with us, she made this real disappointing face. Disappointing face?
I see.
Yeah, but disappointment varies depending on the person. Ibuki associates it with department store rooftops. Let's stay focused on Mahiru.
That's totally it.
Turns out, Mahiru had some business too. She wanted to invite me to that instead.
Oh, that's why I like it. You guys have had like two zits, like right, one on one, they kind of like snake bites, and I'm like, ooh, I should get pierced right there. That's why. This is why. Staring at her, I'm like, yeah, this is why. I'm like, yeah, I should get pierced there.
She said something like, I was thinking about meeting... Oh, hey, hey, Starlo. Welcome out to the stream. Meeting with everybody, but if you already have plans... do you know what she meant by everyone? Nope, didn't ask. I see. Mahiru invited Ibuki. Why?
I see.
Looks like we've obtained some pretty valuable testimonies based on that. Seems like Mahiru also beat the game. Why do you know that?
You don't know?
If she hadn't, she wouldn't have chosen these people to talk to. Because she beat the game, she talked to the people who appeared in that game. Just like what we were doing right now.
But still.
But in her case, it was much more serious, probably. I mean, she was forced to learn that she was involved in that game.
Look at our matching shirts. Our friend Alex got them for us. He hasn't answered my text message yet. I don't know. I think he's sleeping in today.
But I'm surprised. I never thought Mahiru would play that game. It's true. That was unexpected. Nakido, didn't you tempt her into playing that game?
Huh?
What? I remember. Anyway, what happened to Mahiru? Did she leave saying she had some business to take care of? How do you know that? Wait, you tempted her, right? Just like you did to me.
How mean.
Tempt? That's a rude thing to say.
No, that's wrong.
That's disrespectful toward Mahiru.
Isn't that right?
There's no way her feelings could change just because a useless guy like me tempted her. At that time, she was already considering giving the game a try. All I did was give her a little push.
It's obvious.
That's all it was. What the heck?
Well...
More importantly, isn't it better if we listen to what she has to say? She's being quiet as ever. Counting on you, Yoko.
Hey,
Kind of still gets me every time.
That is on, like, just it goes on by on the carousel.
Sometimes it's just a little chuckle. Sometimes it's just like the tiniest burst of serotonin. I'm just like, oh, pineapple.
If Mahiru spoke to everyone who appeared in the game, she should have talked to you too, right?
Just carried the Kong.
Yeah, I've gotten them reinterested in the Kong because I've been putting treats in it. I don't think that there are any in there right now, unless they just haven't been able to get all of them out since the last time I put them in there. She never talked to me at all.
That's weird.
Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask such an easy question. Hey, is that Matham?
Hello.
Matham? Welcome out to the stream.
Bye.
I'm just gonna go back to my cottage now.
Bye.
Hey, Yoko! Knowing my voice, Yoko ran away as though she were avoiding me. Looks like it's okay that it's okay to say she ran away.
Horny on name for Nagito. God.
Yeah, she's clearly suspicious. That's sus as fuck. It's pretty much decided. Pretty sure I saw her vent earlier.
Now then.
Yeah, it took me a minute to realize what you were doing because I'm busy being horny on main. Like, I can't even hide it. Like, there's no point in trying.
It's the clavicles, isn't it?
Shit, it is. I got a thing for collarbones and a thing for arms, so if he were just to take that jacket off.
Because I think that is just a, like, I don't think that's a shirt. I think that is, like, a tank top.
Yeah.
And he's just wearing a jacket over a tank top. Regardless, it looks like we're finished here, so why don't we part ways for now? There's still something I need to investigate.
Bye now.
Is it
I'll
this
see you
ass?
I'll see you again later.
Is it this ass? Come back, is it this ass?
Chiaki, what should we do? Should we go back to the scene of the crime one more time and investigate? Very important to investigate the scene of the crime, but let's go over to Mahiru's cottage first. Mahiru's cottage. If she beat that game, it's best if we investigate there, I think. She might have that. Oh, the ending prize. No, we already know Fuyuhiko has the ending prize.
Yeah, we do. But he don't.
You can say yes.
So cute.
Goodbye.
All in one place.
Could have sworn I saw a pineapple on the conveyor belt. You absolutely
Yeah,
did.
it provides me with the tiniest dose of serotonin every time it comes around.
Yep.
I get very excited. We just talked about it before you showed up, so you just missed that conversation like by seconds. Okay. I'm gonna check and make sure that we're not gonna miss any little Monokumas while we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I need. That is a list of deaths. That is not what I need.
The door looks unlocked. Moving after you're told would be too third-rate, so I made sure to be one step ahead. However, removing what's inside is a huge no-no. There are others who want to investigate too. So you go inside. Bring a handful of chips onto the table.
I love the third island dolls. It's funny. First one got the second one got the third one we got fourth one we got the fifth one. Oh good, I'm glad I checked. It's here.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I see it right there.
Oh. That's spooky.
Compared to my room, the cottage had a somewhat pleasant smell wafting through the room. That proves Mahiru was here. But she's not coming back. I'm doing good, Starlo. I can't necessarily speak for Megumin.
I'll be doing better when Nagito gets back on screen.
The sad part is I almost guarantee that he's going to exist through the entire thing. So, like, he's, like, because there's way too much fan art of him and the main character, like...
Well, there's shit tons of stuff for Junko, too, and she's in all of 30 minutes of every game, as far as we know.
Yeah, but she's also a pivotal character.
Fair.
There's a difference between having a pivotal character and having a, anyway.
Fair.
See?
Try looking for a naughty book. Why?
Yep.
Now, I was only kidding. Kidding? Are you that kind of person? Geez, well, at least I don't feel nervous anymore. Wait, could this be the reason she said that?
See?
But it looks like they don't need to search for it. Check out this thing on top of the bed. Top of the bed? Nope. Monokuma.
No.
I am sad that we missed, like, we will never be
Yeah.
able to not miss that one. It's the only time that we'll ever actually be able to search in here, so might as well look at everything. These photos. Mahiru must have taken them. He probably developed them at the supermarket. Even in this situation, there's a lot of photos of smiling people. Is that because of her personality? Managed to get 6 hours of sleep, though I wish I could have gotten more.
I feel that. I got about 5.
Hey, hey.
I went to sleep last night at what, like, midnight?
That, yeah.
About midnight. So I would have gone to sleep at midnight. I got about Yeah, I got about 6 hours of sleep. I'm not that tired.
Yeah, but
We'll see. We'll see where we're at the end of this because I'm always like,
I'm always sleepy by like 11. But we started.
you know what I should do? You know what I should do, like right off the bat, is I should go ahead and take some headache medicine now because of
Good plan.
reading in all the lights. The medicine's in the kitchen. The ending prize Monokuma gave to the first person who beat that game. What's inside the envelope? Let's find out. They are. That's why I only need 2. Turned over the envelope, and what fall out was a few photos. It's all of the girls hanging out at school. I'm not going to come off of this page because I want you to see it.
Oh, I love them.
Sandman hasn't given you much sleep over the past 4 weeks. Sand me a man.
I thought it was man me a sand. I don't know.
I don't know.
Sand me a man.
Man me a sand is probably correct. This is great audio.
I'm sorry. That's why I got the bowl instead of eating straight out of the bag.
Fair enough. A photo of Mikon, Ibuki, and Hyoko in what appear to be some sort of entrance hall. It's just like that game.
Yep.
Similar scenario during the first day in the Twilight's True Edition. Girl B was in a bad mood because Girl A was late, and Girl D tried to cheer him up by taking her picture. Is this the photo she took? Entrance hall photo has been added to the Troop Cult section of the handbook.
Sorry.
The
Yep.
rye chip.
The worst Chex Mix piece. The fucking pretzels. These are the worst pretzels in
They
the
have no
history of
crunch.
mankind.
They are soft, squishy, spongy pretzels, and it's bad. I will still eat them sometimes just because, but like,
Yeah.
the rye chip is without a doubt the best Chex Mix piece. A broken vase. Hey, bean.
A big bean. Big that. Big that.
A broken vase was in the classroom next to the music room.
But still.
I'm watching my levels over here. I'm just sitting here staring at the levels like, don't let them hear you crunch.
Don't let them hear, don't let them see. Let it crunch, let it crunch. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. That looks like Sonya.
Yeah, Sonya, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, but I don't think it is. Like, I don't think they're related. I think that might be maybe even, because you know who that is?
Who?
I bet that's Fuyuhiko's,
Older sister?
older sister.
Oh, shit.
And Fuyuhiko was the dude this time around. The dead body. Since there's a piano behind the body, it looks like this is the music room. If that's the case, could this be the photo of the first victim? I mean, the victim of the murder that occurred on the first day.
Oh.
One they blamed on a pervert. Then added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. One more. This is the last photo.
That's day 2.
No, that's day
Day
4.
4?
Mhm.
You right.
Photo of girl E after she got killed on the 4th day. It nearly matches her body in the game.
See?
There's no mistake. This is the photo of girl E. Looks like me on a bad day. With me being stressed out.
By the way, guys, just if you're an aspiring artist, take this game as like, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like,
Inspiration?
Inspiration, because guess what? Guess what they did? They literally traced over a photograph. That is a completely valid way to start learning anatomy. Like, you laugh, but that is a completely valid way to start learning anatomy.
So, based on these photos, yeah, it seems pretty clear this is the ending prize. The ending prize for beating Twilight, and that's what's depicted in these photos. Proves that Twilight Syndrome murder case is based on an actual murder. Does that mean this stuff about our memories being stolen? Is there something else?
See?
There's a note inside the envelope. Try playing my, after you get a game over, press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what all you did to my sister. We'll talk then. Oh, fuck. After you get a game over, yeah. This note.
Wait.
Maybe the first person to beat the game and receive the ending prize wasn't Mahiro. It was, we know it was Fuyuhiko. Someone else sent this to Mahiro, and that person is the one who actually received the ending prize. Mahiro wasn't just lured there by Nagito, she also received this envelope. That's why she played the game, right? From the person who played the game first, this envelope looks familiar. And the word sister written in this note. Based on the clues, I can't think of anyone other than him. Ending prize has been added to your handbook.
Hey.
Yep, I'm glad we came to investigate. Because we did that, we discovered a very important clue. But there's still one thing left. We have to find out who actually killed Mahiro, but there's not much time left. I need to hurry.
I promise
It's
you
just
walk track bag with me.
Ah, you again. You're gonna hold control and skip through all your lines.
No! Oh, he might say something important or hot. I mean important.
Importantly hot. Hajime and Chiaki, what a coincidence. If something happens twice, third time's the charm, so they say. What coincidence? Are you a stalker or something?
Now.
Don't say that. I was just thinking about filling you in on the results of my investigation. Find something?
Bow to me.
I'll tell you. I'll let you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes.
Turn the camera off.
I was to say you wanna say something about it,
Turn the
Megumi?
camera off.
Huh? Just kidding. I was joking. It didn't sound like a joke to me.
Unless.
Do you want to put our Minecraft beds together? Haha, I'm just joking. Unless?
Actually,
Well, it's about the footprints. The killer left their footprints in front of the beach house, right? Did you find out whose footprints those are? If you want to know, I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me.
Alone?
Of course, you'll come
Alone?
with me, right?
Alone?
I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. If I can get a clue.
I don't have to trust him to fuck him.
Are you trying to bribe me with rye chips? You're lucky I like rye chips. I'm gonna try to talk to Fuyuhiko and see if he can tell me anything. So I'll leave this to you.
yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. If someone like me tried to talk to him, it'd be impossible. But it might be different with a girl. Just be careful that he doesn't get rough with you.
Yep.
I guess this is where we part. I'll see you later,
That's
Hajime.
a joke, you guys. He knows.
Did you actually want her to stay? Actually, what do you mean?
Bye now.
Let's go. I'll go on ahead to the beach house and wait there. Damn, that rye chip's good.
Right? They're my favorite.
They should just make an oops all rye chips.
They do, actually. You can't find them in stores very often, but they do. As much as I love rye chips, my number one favorite part of the Chex Mix is when you pick it up and you can't see through half of the Chex because it's just filled with the like spicy stuff, like the salt.
See, I don't know.
That's
Yeah,
the best.
the music in this game is great, Malcolm.
It's about-
I think we're headed to the beach house, so that means this way. I don't do a lot of fast traveling because apparently that doesn't help us level up as much.
Oh, we should go see the baby.
Yeah, I was about to check on the pet. So far, all I have to do now, like ever since I maxed out the hope meter, all I have to do now is just clean the poop every now and again. I went the wrong way around to get to the beach house. Also, like, ooh, Gundam, hello.
So you have
I was
appeared.
right. Huh?
What happened?
I already assumed
Sarah?
you would come here.
Fine.
There's nothing you can hide from me. The Supreme Overlord, who wields the 4 Dark Devas of Destruction. Hey, Starlo made it over from YouTube to Twitch.
Hell yeah.
Thus, I know everything. For instance, I happen to know you fiends
I can see it.
were preoccupied with your infantile beach play.
Nature.
It
the
matters
collective
not,
will
for
of the
what I
world.
love is silence and solitude. That is right, that is it, precisely. I see, so he wanted to be invited too.
I could top that motherfucker.
Poor Gundam.
I could talk to him. I like Chex Mix, but I'm very disappointed in this bag because every single one of the breadsticks, every single like, one
Burnt.
of the it doesn't change the taste, but the aesthetic is just disappointing. Like every single one of them. Look at that shit. That's burnt as fuck. And they let that go onto the shelf. Oh my gosh. You guys! I found the first
Immediately
non-burnt one
after-
in the entire bag.
Immediately as you were talking about them all being burnt.
Now that I've tasted a not burned one, the burned one that's still in my mouth still tastes nasty.
My.
Whoa!
Hey, Dragon Master, welcome out to the stream. Why the hell are you here?
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Kazuichi. Thanks for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with just a mild bruising. You clearly think like an ultimate.
What the heck?
This bastard? You two have arrived at a good time.
Bad news.
I have discovered something very terrible.
Look at her. That you can do it, girl. Look at her. Ah, she's so cute. I love all of these people. 90% of these people.
A terrible discovery. Not only that, I believe it's nothing like Sonia's, but there's something I noticed too. You too, Mikon? Yep, this is great. It looks like the investigation is reaching its boiling point. What do you got?
Bad news.
Huge news. What's the big news?
See?
Remember that Sunvich Espa Ito mask that was next to the Malhiru's body? Oh, the one the killer used to hide their face.
Listen.
No, that is not correct. That mask was not used to hide their face. Then what was it used for?
Well,
Sparkling Justice! Huh? Sparkling Justice is a serial killer and self-professed ally of justice whose name mankind's shutter. Oh, you got it. Alright. Well, thanks for stopping by even just for a second, Dragon Master.
bye.
They wear a hero mask at all times. Supposedly, they are a serial killer who only murders other criminals.
That is an order.
Do not look so disappointed, Hajime. You need to be surprised.
Hey.
Sounds like German, that or Italian. I go for kind of a pseudo-German accent anytime that there's like a foreign character in Danganronpa games because that's more or
That's
less.
a stereotype animes go for.
It's a
when
stereotype
they
that
have foreign
animes go for. So like the foreign girl is almost always from some like Eastern
Eastern
European country that doesn't actually exist, but is essentially just Germany but nicer, without all the Nazis. This Sparkling Justice character. That's the serial killers you were talking about before, right? Yep. It's true
Anyway.
that the mask we found is a hero mask, but it is a heroine mask to be precise. Sunvich Espa Ito is a pretty witch girl. See? A heroine. Anyway, so you're saying it's possible that this serial killer is the one who killed Mahiru? Which means there's a serial killer hiding among us? Guess we gotta find all the vents. Who is doing their tasks in electrical? pretty sure I've seen a twist like this in some video game. They're making
I
a
was waiting
reference
for you.
to,
I was waiting for
to
you to actually.
Danganronpa 1. This is stupid. Serial killer, my ass. The killer just used it to cover their face.
That's weird.
But even so, they sure chose something that stands out. That might be true, but
However,
although it is easy to write this off as foolish, it might be best if we exercise some caution. How much spicy food can you tolerate? Well, I'm eating the hottest picante sauce that I could find at Walmart, and then I added a bunch of extra hot tapatio to it because it wasn't spicy enough.
He ordered spicy ramen from the new ramen place last night, and then he clicked the make it extra spicy button. It's like, so it's a spicy, but then they add spice, and then they add more spice on top of it. It's like 3 times the spice.
There was a solid quarter-inch of just chili oil. On
Yeah,
top
like
of
we
my
were
ramen
sitting there
broth.
eating, and he was obviously enjoying himself. This is how he was eating the whole time, just panting and sighing the
as
whole time,
light of
enjoying
justice
himself.
shines upon my
But he
mouth,
It tastes
sounded
great.
like he was
expose the hearts
suffering.
of malevolent evil.
It's good. The hell?
Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice.
What the heck? What was that?
Well,
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase.
Like a monologue.
An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? My father found a bottle of Tabasco sauce made from scorpion peppers. Damn.
do you have a
Interesting.
minute?
I'm not the biggest fan of Tabasco, though, because it just adds heat with no flavor.
I like Tabasco in gumbo and gumbo only.
Fair enough. But that's also because gumbo has flavor, and you're just adding it for the spice.
That's fair.
Also, welcome out, Ufer Gang.
Was it good?
There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it.
However,
In the end, the journalist was punished by Sparkling Justice too. No good can come from getting involved with a serial killer. Serial killer might not want to hear that from you. Where are you going? Alright. This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Thanks to the mask, nobody knows. What? Oh, are they? Oh, fuck, we got,
We got like 6 of these on the counter.
Those aren't cayennes to begin with. No, we did get some cayennes. But those are, I think, habaneros. We got a shit ton of hydrates, so,
You can drink that. I'll go rinse it.
well, I'm probably just gonna down all of this water really quick. Oh wait, actually, hold on. I've got, I got my, big ass bottle. Yeah, that sounds not fun. Alright, here we go. Starlo had some of that scorpion pepper Tabasco sauce. And it's the 3rd hottest pepper in the world. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. There we go. 5 hydrates, back to back. Yeah, I basically just drank half a glass of water. Thanks to the mask, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual. Hey, isn't that kind of a stretch to say that there's a serial killer hiding in our group?
listen.
You are reaching your goal slowly. No, it does not mean they are in our group. It is possible the serial killer was lurking on this island all along, before they decided to murder Mahiru.
Wow.
That's probably not possible.
I...
But that is the only thing I can think of. I mean, no matter how much you think about it, I simply cannot believe it. That one of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder. I had more than, but I'm trying to make him pee. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. Sonia? I do understand Sonia's feelings, but it's highly unlikely that there's a serial killer hiding on the island. And what do you have, Tsumiki? Mikan, you had something too, right? Ray. Well, compared to the others, what I have to say isn't that important. So please don't get your hopes up and be disappointed. I get it, so just get on with it. Them talking about sparkling justice, basically.
Okay, yeah, I'm done with that conversation. Angel.
I tried my best to perform the autopsy, and I was able to find out Mahiru was definitely killed by a blow to the head. She was probably struck from behind by one blow. Based on the scar, the weapon is clearly the metal bat. But every dark cloud has a silver lining, so they say. It looks like Mahiru didn't suffer. What does that mean? There's no doubt that she died instantly. Her death was instant, so she didn't call her. Somebody placed her there. I think I better remember that.
Angel.
Somebody dragged her over to the door.
Look at that cute little mall. It's got the market mall.
Marco.
Marco!
And there's another thing I found. I'm sorry. I started talking on my own. Were you busy right now? Just tell me.
No, we're too busy.
During the autopsy, I discovered that this in Mahiru's pocket.
Seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. I'm Hiyoko.
Hiyoko Saionji. Change the place and time. I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It'd be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko Saionji. This letter is real. It would mean Hiyoko met up with Mahiru, right? Plus, Mahiru's estimated time of death was around 3 p.m. and they'd met 30 minutes prior. If we think about what that implies, then starting to get confused. If it were true, what does it mean? What happened between Mahiru and Hiyoko? Letter on Mahiru has been added to the truth wallet section. What do you got, Soda?
Oh my.
Miss Sonia, she looks strangely excited. Awesome. That's like a powerful gap moe. Man, I don't really get it, but nice one, princess. That Miss Sonia is something else. This guy's just so laid back. I should leave him alone.
I'm excited about us matching.
I see.
I'm that girlfriend, you guys. I'm that girlfriend.
You should go out with a serial killer. We don't even know who it is. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who randomly appears and claims to be an ally of justice.
No.
Although it's easy to write this off as foolish, it might be the best if we exercise some caution.
Oh, we haven't said it today, so just in case anybody's listening and does not know, this is a blind playthrough. No spoilers, please. Feel free to laugh at us if we make a correct hypothesis, though. Like, for example, my biggest hypothesis is that Mikan is going to fucking lose it and kill Hiyoko. That's little bitch's name.
Yeah, I think Hiyoko is
The one I hate?
Yeah.
With a burning passion. I was
Hey.
so excited because she was adorable, and then she opened her fucking
You
mouth.
unsubscribed?
Open her mouth.
You're not even subscribed.
What? Unsubscribe what? What?
He's saying
What?
go, you should go out with a serial killer. Do it, or I unsubscribe. And I said,
I've killed
first off,
enough plants. Does that make me a serial killer?
I don't know what it is. I cannot keep a plant alive for my own life.
Nope.
But Ferrets, no problem.
No, yeah, they're easy. They're easy.
It's probably because
They let you know what they want.
Yeah, they let you know what they want. Well, there is that one plant. It's like the most overdramatic plant in the world, but like, it will literally look like it is wilting and dying if it doesn't get enough water. And so when you water it, it immediately perks back up.
Yeah.
Like, it is the most dramatic plant in the world. But
Like
what
within
it does,
minutes.
But what's great about that is when you start to see it wilt and die, you go, oh, right, I should water my plants. Like, all of my plants. And then when you water them all and it pops back up, it's basically the decider of, like, have I watered my plants recently? Let me look at the overdramatic. Oh, no, it's dying. Okay, here we go. Here's water.
No, I haven't watered them in 3 days. It's like when your pet's like, I haven't eaten in 5 years. Bitch, you just ate half of my dinner when I dropped my plate. Shut up.
Mother cares not for us.
Mother is cruel. Mother hates. Like, no. Balefire, you are lactose intolerant. I'm not letting you have this ice cream. No.
My favorite thing is the ferrets don't even want human food. They don't like human food. But if you've got something, they gotta inspect it.
They'll eat candy. I'll tell you that.
They don't even necessarily eat candy. They like the wrapper that the candy's in. 9
That's
times out of
fair.
10. They don't actually care about the chocolate. They just want to eat the plastic
But
wrapper.
they'll tear into it. After listening to everyone's story at the airport, I went to a certain place.
Well, it's probably I snuck in to everyone's cottages. Everyone's cottages?
How do you do that?
I told Monokuma I needed access for the investigation, so he simply let me in.
Oh, shit.
Immediately answers your question. That bastard, he did something shady again.
Now then.
But why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reasoning to you. Nagano squatted down near the entrance of the beach house and began to spread some papers he was holding.
See?
Take a look. What?
That he fucks me? Like, that's all I just wanted to fuck
Well,
me.
he's not real,
I
so...
wanted to fuck me! And here's the thing. I love Bryce Pappengirl. He's great. Why is he making me so horny right now? Like, horny on Maine, boys.
Yep.
But unfortunately, Fuyuhiko wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Well, I guess it's no big deal. Seems obvious that the footprints belong to this person.
Yep.
Yoko Saionji.
Well,
To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She set herself inside the cottage, remember? If she stayed in there, I couldn't sneak in.
perhaps.
So I figured if I lured her out, she wouldn't be in a hurry to go back to her cottage. You're treating her like a small animal. When you were 5, you killed the goat.
Ooh, okay.
And I killed a goat, gutted it, and skinned it, and dismembered it. I think the closest thing that I could say that I've done would be fish. Like, I've
I've never
caught
killed
a
and cooked an animal.
I've caught a fish, killed it, descaled it, and fried it. Well, not fried it, but grilled it.
Didn't you also do lobsters when you were on a Boy Scout trip?
Yeah, but I wasn't the one that cooked those.
That's fair.
And technically, they die in the cooking process.
That's fair.
They're all alive, but you raise the temperature slowly over time, and they literally cook alive.
Yeah, they're alive when you kill them.
They're alive when you kill them.
Wasn't like a Kardashian the one that said that?
It was something stupid like that. I can't remember who it was, but it was definitely something ridiculous of like,
They're alive when you
they're
kill
alive
them.
when you kill them. But like crustaceans in general, like crabs, lobsters, all of those, you always cook them alive.
Mm-hmm. Or else it's like toxins.
Yeah, there's like toxins that can leak out. I think the only one that you don't is I think maybe snow crab. When you crack like a piece on its front of the mouth, and it kills the crab instantly.
Okay.
And then you just cook the dead crab. But a lot of those animals, like, you have to cook them alive because if you don't, when they die, they immediately release some weird neurotoxin.
Gordon Ramsay knows how to kill a lobster before cooking it. Without killing you, apparently.
Well, I'm sure if you know where the neurotoxin originates from, you can probably just pop that organ out or something.
Well, what I did, he laid it on the cutting board, and he just took his big knife and went, shoop, just right into his brain, and then it was just like, okay, and dropped it in. I was blown away when I saw that video. Footprints on the beach has been updated in your handbook. Check the Truth Bullets section to review it.
We think that Hyogo's footprints were the ones.
Well, she was running away crying.
Found something really interesting in her cottage.
See?
Gummy candies.
Oh,
Remember the
that
ones
was
in the closet?
Closet.
I think that Hiyoko was hiding in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
Fuyuhiko came out, bashed her brains in,
Okay.
like set her up, and then Fuyuhiko after, like, or not Fuyuhiko, but Hiyoko was hiding, saw what happened, and then ran out.
And since she probably had no idea who it was, didn't see their face, she's afraid to say anything about it.
Because she doesn't want to be suspected. I think that's what actually happened, and I think Fuyuhiko was the one that did it.
Okay, okay.
Looks like she got it from the supermarket. Apparently she really likes this brand of gummies. There should have been other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. I mean, I could go for some gumbo. Yeah, gumbo would actually be. Or like chili with no beans. I don't like beans in my chili, but like no chili bean, like no beans chili is actually delicious.
That's just meat and water.
No point. You forget the other main ingredient of chili. Spice.
Just spicy meat water.
You say that like it's a bad thing. If you add beans, all it becomes is spicy meat water with some beans.
That's fair, I guess.
Like, if you're saying that removing one ingredient turns it into something bad, that one ingredient is not, like, revolutionary, it's beans.
It's like 3 different beans, though.
It's still beans. Like, you're not, like, the... Yeah, well, chili powder. Like, if you just make, like, pre-made chili powder, that has peppers in it, too.
Yeah.
There's a shit ton of ingredients that go into the
Ground
powder.
dried pepper.
Yeah. There's a shit ton of stuff that goes into chili powder, the ingredients to make chili. It would be like saying that spaghetti sauce is just, like, you know, messed up tomatoes.
Yeah, fair. People are like that sometimes. Okay.
What's wrong with
what's
that?
wrong with having brand loyalty or something?
Just in case, coming from this guy, that means it probably greatly relates to the incident.
I'm not very often specific about my brands. I have to have name brand SpaghettiOs because for some reason, every like store brand, oh shit, that's everything. Every like store brand SpaghettiOs I've ever had are just nasty as fuck to me. And like, yeah, SpaghettiOs aren't supposed to be delicious, but like they taste just bad if they're not SpaghettiOs brand for some reason.
The decisive battle. The hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits.
I'm usually not specific about brands, but I will say that when it comes to sodas, there certain name brands and certain off brands do have a different flavor.
Coke is better than Pepsi.
In certain situations. If you are drinking a lot of it at the same time, Coke is not as sweet, and so it does not have... It is actually... sip for sip, it is not as good as Pepsi, but you can drink a lot more Coke without feeling sick than you can with Pepsi.
Pepsi is too sweet for me, which is weird because I love sweet things. It's like that...
Sam's Cola and Pepsi taste almost the same to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I never noticed.
But like...
It might be the colors. It might be the fact that it's red.
What's red?
The can.
The can of Sam's Cola?
Maybe it's just my bias at this point. Anyway.
I was gonna say, like, Pepsi doesn't taste that bad to me at all, but I can't drink a whole lot of it at once.
Okay, actually, I do have one more.
So
Christ Cranberry. Which I haven't found anywhere this year. There's no Christ Cranberry anywhere.
It's been taken from us. Well, I mean, that might be because, like,
we don't go places.
Well, no, like, but also, like, Coca-Cola had a big thing where they were, like, getting rid of a lot of things. Like, they got rid of...
Okay, but like, why would they get rid of Christ Cranberry when there's Christ Cranberry commercials on every app that I use?
Put a pack of Mentos in Coke for some fun. I've done that before. I did that once in my backyard in Mississippi.
Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon.
Now then.
All right.
Looks like it's time. I guess the investigation is over. So it's finally starting. The class trial where our hopes and the killer's hope finally clash. But it's all right. Either way, hope will win in the end.
Like, look at that. That's a sweet angel baby face. What the fuck?
Now then, let's go prove it. What is he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to that to a guy like that. Anyway, we should just start heading over. At the trial field where Monokuma is waiting, I have to make my case there.
There is no escape.
We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let us go. As we talk amongst ourselves, we left the beach house and Mahiru's body. No, let me go. Help me. He's gonna do something crazy to me. I'll be ruined.
Are you?
Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita. Damn. Stop harassing little girls. What's going on? Sheesh. Hiyoko was trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. But Hiyoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma's trying to wrap her in a full Nelson.
Damn it!
If you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you a part of this island's food chain. Jeez, making me waste my sweet-ass time. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched. He totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off.
Can you fucking please?
Oh, fuck!
What?
His anger changed his form.
What the fuck?
I'm right here. Why, though? I'm uncomfortable. Just gonna leave it on this image for a minute, so everybody has to look at that. Somebody had to draw that.
Yeah.
Fuyuhiko, you came. I was worried about you. There's nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still, I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is not an option. Fuyuhiko, does that mean? Well, if it's all good, it's the trial. If the trial heats up, it's all good.
Anyway,
Looks like everyone's here, so let us depart
see
now.
ya later.
I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Perhaps I'm not mentally prepared for this.
Like,
Do you even have to prepare? Show some spirit. If you don't have enough power, harness your talent, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
So it begins. The beginning of the end. Now then, let's keep our spirits high so we can one day find that shining hope.
Can you fucking not, please?
That's right, I can only move forward is the only option. Monokuma Rock. Roar.
you're so evil.
Cannot unsee what has been seen. Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked to the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator inside continued to drop. Throughout the drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair, as if my heart was rotten fruit swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. That buff rabbit kind of hot. That wasn't buff. Or that wasn't a rabbit. That was Monokuma. He's a bear. Bear. Fire. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by finally standing on my legs. After a while, the elevator's vibration gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. Aim, defeat the boring routine.
So,
I decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecorating is awesome, isn't it?
possible.
It's not like I'd like you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate, really? What is your true intention?
No, no.
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. Kill time. To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
Like,
My purpose is only going to be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest one in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts! Class trial is starting. Mahiru Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is Among Us. The video game. The video game Among Us killed her. She just played it way too much, so much that she starved to death. Regardless, we need to find the answers. Doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Tanaka. Gundam Tanaka.
Okay, Sonya. So far I have Hyoki is murdered. Mikan is a murderer. Nekomaru is a final boy. Nagito is a final boy.
I think Nekomaru might go the same route as Buff Girl from the last game. I think he might, like, you know, have a solemn death.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, I would like to say my
Ibuki's
current
a final
progress.
girl. Chiaki is murdered. Sonya is a murderer. I don't know why. I don't know why yet. I don't have like reasons for most of these. These are just the vibes I'm getting right now. I'm having it written down so that I can remember for next time when I'm like, oh, I said no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Cool.
Then I
I had
have-
enough skill points to set all of my skills.
You don't?
No, I did.
Oh, good.
Okay, so let's go over our truth bullets really quick
Okay.
before the trial starts. This game, yes, our Psycho Bear Lord out on a date. The victim is Mahiru Koizumi. Estimated time of death is around 3 p.m. The scene of the crime is where the body was discovered, is inside the beach house at Chandler Beach. The cause of death is a single killing blow to the head with a blunt instrument. There is no other conspicuous external injuries and no trace of foreign substances such as drugs. The blood stain on the floor had streaks leading to the roadside door, as if Mahiru crawled through it. Footprints on the beach. Footprints were found near the crime scene. The trail leads from the beach house and loops around toward the road. The footprints have been discovered to be Hyoko's. The metal bat was found at the crime scene. Due to the bloodstains coating it, it is believed to be the murder weapon. The murder weapon used in the Twilight Syndrome murder case was a metal bat as well. There were a bunch of empty plastic bottles inside the trash can in the beach house. They were probably drinks from the refrigerator. The mask of the anime character Sun Witch Esper Ito found at the crime scene. A gummy candy found in the closet at the beach house. The beach house has a shower room, however the shower is out of order and cannot be used. The only window is in the shower room. It can be opened, but due to its high location, it can't be accessed unless you hitch a piggyback ride from someone. In Twilight Syndrome murder case, a tipped-over fish tank was found in the music room where the victim's body was discovered. Gravel and water were scattered everywhere. In Twilight Syndrome murder case, there was a broken window in the music room where the first victim's body was discovered. Normally, you can't leave the music room without passing through the entrance hall. Girl E, who appeared in Twilight Syndrome murder case, had her swimsuit stolen by someone. The ending prize was found in Mahiru's room. It consists of an envelope containing 4 photographs. There was also a letter including the envelope that says, "Try playing Twilight Syndrome murder case. After you get a game over, press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. We'll talk then." One of the ending prizes, a picture of Mikan, Ibuki, and Hyoko at what appears to be an entrance hall. One of the ending prizes, a photo of a broken vase. Girl D showed Girl E this photo in Twilight Syndrome murder case. This vase was broken in the classroom next to the music room. One of the ending prizes, a crime scene photo of the victim after she was killed in the music room. One of the ending prizes, a crime scene photo of Girl E after she was killed. It looks like she was killed with a metal bat.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm pretty sure that second one is Fuyuhiko's sister. Or the first one? The second one? Whichever one I said. It's the
This
blonde
one, yeah, that is Fuyuhiko's sister.
That's gotta be Fuyuhiko's sister. Because, like, at first I thought it was going to be Sonya's sister.
Apparently, there was a lot of these inside Hyoko's room. Each bag comes with 4 flavors: strawberry, melon, grape, and orange.
I found an orange.
The letter found inside Mahiru's pocket. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put it in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hyoko Saionji. Mahiru received a blow to the head from behind and died instantly. That's all of our truth bullets.
All right, let's do this, boys. We're about to get more though. The more people fuck up.
Our difficulty is set to kind, I believe, on all of these. That's fine. That's the normal difficulty.
I don't have anything written down. Just to say, I don't have anything written down for Fuyuhiko, Kazuichi, Akame, Gundam, or Peko. Those are the ones I just haven't figured out yet. I'll figure it out slowly.
Class trials start.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl D, Girl E, and Boy F. From the high school girl that got killed at the beginning. Should be able to figure out who's who. It was Girl A. True to Girl A is probably Mikon, right?
I don't know. I forgot to have the page open.
Yeah, it's Mikon.
Okay.
I see.
Well, I have all the answers now. I'm ready.
Girl A is probably Mikon Tsumiki.
Just in case. I don't want to lose.
That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
I just love anytime they're talking about the video games. I love it because they're all in an actual video game.
A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy rights.
Die.
Ah,
We gotta
a
kill her.
nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
That was Girl B.
I see.
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on.
We can only be punished if we
Next
kill someone,
is Girl
right?
C.
Like just one like quick deck to the jaw. Just
It was hyper energetic and unique. That's Ibuki.
I see.
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Angel, my darling, my love.
Let's move on to Girl D.
Mahiru.
I see.
Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F. I see.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
No, you know.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was
Girl F.
one of the names on the staff roll.
The one that got killed.
The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason for Yuki's last name, Kuzuryu, appears twice, is true, and I have a hunch, but... Penguin's Gambit? Call me out like that, Nagito. You're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. Appears twice because it's probably he had an older sister, he had a little sister. Yeah, little sister.
I can prove it with this.
Fucking wiggly
In
hair.
the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
Yep.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch, what the hell did you do to my little sister?
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play?
She was the
You
murder.
probably noticed,
victim.
right?
First murder victim.
I see.
As the girl that died at the beginning.
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
So then we don't know who girl E is at all. She's the second murder victim, but she's not part of this because she's already dead before Danganronpa starts.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
I was
hate
being
him so much.
sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Dead.
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality.
It's not just a game.
I
It's
like the trials
definitely
because they all
based
do the
on
talking
true
and I can
events.
chips.
That's why it's the motive. Don't go making shit up, bastard!
If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago.
Damn.
I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me as usual and sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I like
I
Fuyuhiko.
see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
I think I've got on chips for a bit.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahi.
Oh, hold on. I just realized the volume in the game is a little bit low on the thing. Voice volume is actually maxed out though, so I can't really change that. I can actually, hold on, I might be able to, you know, this is maxed out as well. But what I can do is I can, there's a filter and I can turn the game on. That should raise the volume a little bit. What are you doing? Okay.
And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both
Oh,
really
hey, thank you for
plain
cheering
names.
the... I wanted a name. Thank you for cheering 5 bits. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The heck? That wild connection.
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
At least I'm not named after a car.
Satomobile. Oh, thank you for the follow. So many things happening all at once. Thank you very much. Strange rivalry
Hey,
going on.
no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
What the fuck?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
It is very much appreciated.
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
Girl E was killed should be a reason because she was the one that killed. Girl E witnessed the murder because Girl E was the killer.
I see.
Yeah, you're right.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. But is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to
Actual
retro
real
game
ass
fans.
fucking handwriting and not like Comic Sans or some shit.
Yeah, like they actually, like somebody straight up actually drew this map and then they just
Yeah.
digitized it.
Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
Yeah, the Etrian Odyssey games were famous for this, where you, like, even as they moved on to DS, all it was the Etrian Odyssey first-person view was in the front screen, and then the bottom screen was where you could physically draw a map of what you were exploring.
We
Hey,
get
who was the
it!
person next
Let's
to
talk
you?
about that later so we can focus on the case.
I'm not sure we know yet.
Oh, okay.
I think that might have been I think that might be girl E. Because A, B, and C are over here. The victim's down there. We assume that's girl E because remember she ran up to the others.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound.
I love that detail.
Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed
I
that
wonder
the
if
sound
all
came
of
from in there.
the punished victims are gonna have specific ones. Because remember, he was punished, and he was deep fried.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office.
Yeah, this is
and
case
when the
2.
five
We
of them
haven't
were
had a second
finally able to
punishment
go
yet.
inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head.
The real question though is why is the broken face in
room's
the other
window
room
was
of that?
The girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Self-reported.
Yeah, she self-reported.
Did she lock the music room from the
This really is
outside?
Among Us.
Then she
She
would have
self-reported.
totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girlie broke the window and escaped.
Nope.
And sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others
We
arrived.
keep we're eventually gonna have to get to the point where we mention the fact that the glass is broken from the inside.
She would have passed by the
Or the glass
entrance
is
hall
broken
where
from
the
the
other
outside
girls were
in.
waiting if she tried to do that.
Like that's some Scooby-Doo shit. Straight up, there was an episode of Scooby-Doo where they said they wanted to make it look like the mummy had come out and shut and broken out, but all the glass was on the inside, so they broke the glass from the wrong side.
Then forget this.
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then, what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? Guess we need to clear that up first. Stolen school swimsuit, entrance hall, early crime scene photo, victim's crime scene photo, broken face photo.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
No.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
Yeah.
At the entrance hall,
We
the
can confirm
girls
that. Wasn't there a?
heard that
There's a thing where we can like confirm things, right? Where we can back that up because they've got a photo. What is that control? I've forgotten all the controls. Select group, concentrate, fire truth bullet, open menu, fast forward argument, silencer, move reticle.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway.
That's what you can confirm those. You can confirm the blues, and you have to confront the yellows. What Girl E did after the murder in the music room. I need to find out the clue that would clarify that.
After she killed the first victim in the music room.
Hold on, what does the victim's crime scene photo look like? Yeah, that shows us nothing. Girl E's crime scene photo, that's not what I need either. So what are my other bullets?
What did Girl E do?
Stolen school swimsuit, entrance
She
hall
just broke the
photo.
window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room? To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall.
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Did it earlier too. The 4 of them were at the entrance hall. It's okay if Jeffrey says it, but I'm not allowed to.
Crap!
I messed up trying to...
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
I figured it out.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room? To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall.
I don't know that we know that.
At the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
We know that's true.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
Oh, they might have been the vase.
How was she able to get past those 4?
It might have been the broken vase that they
in front of
heard.
the music room.
She probably used a hidden passageway.
And like, hey, found this.
Twilight's hidden passageway is the world's best!
I know what it is.
Oh
I think I've got it now.
After she killed the first victim in the music room,
What
did Girl E do?
so much.
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school
Girlie.
to the front of the music room?
Don't waste
To go
focus.
back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall.
Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
There it is.
No, that's
Well,
wrong.
it's funny with him because
Yeah, he's already deep.
there's for them too, but much more
First
subtly.
of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
What's your favorite?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
Super Dave, gotta hydrate.
You have your own cup.
Thank you for keeping me alive.
You have your own cup to keep alive from. I brought it. Julianne Taylor, that's her name. That's her name.
There you go.
So the sound of breaking glass that the 4 girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the 4 girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the 4 girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the 4 of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now
plays
the
Holly,
mystery
though.
has been solved.
Who's Holly?
Ibuki. Ibuki plays Holly.
Oh, from JoJo's.
Sorry, from JoJo's.
I was
yeah.
gonna say, like, I said, who's Holly? And you were just like, Oh, Ibuki, and I was like, that does not answer my question.
Wait a minute. The mystery hasn't been solved yet. You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet.
Who cares
It would
about
be
the
the-
murder
it would be the-
weapon?
it'd be
we
the,
found out who the killer was.
She probably would have slammed her head against the fishbowl.
Oh, yeah.
Not cool. I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end.
What the heck? You're so annoying.
Fine. Let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means I'll feel disgusting.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though. Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
Unconventional weapon that has also appeared in the game. We're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise in the non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable, and won't always be destroyed them with one shot. Durable white noise will chip away every time you shoot it with the silencer. But unless you completely destroy them, your time limit will not be replenished. By the way, if your difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at... You get the gist, right? It appears the debate is getting tougher, so I've obtained some very useful information. I hear there's a guy named Gun something. Apparently he has a skill that can increase the power of the silencer. Gun something. I wonder who it is. Was I out of line just now? Well then, good luck and have fun. Make your arguments. Broken fish tank is what I need.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
That's even bigger.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
Nope.
She beat her to death with her fists!
Nope. Unconventional weapon apparently appeared in the game.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
No, it would have to be the fish tank then. Your half-assed opinion, I'll just ruin your theory. Ability. Even in theory, I thought you were just making a stupid joke.
A weapon inside the music room.
I think I'm right with broken fish tank, but I think I just chose the wrong thing to corroborate.
Glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Oh, fuck. Really? Still?
Damn it!
A weapon
Is it
inside
not
the
broken fish
music
tank?
room, huh? What about
Skull,
broken
oh,
glass?
stolen school swimsuit. Did she, like, strangle her to death?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
Stolen school swimsuit. Broken
That's
vase,
too big
victim's
to be a
crime scene
weapon.
photo, broken fish tank.
Then the piano.
Hold on, let's see here. Broken fish tank. Class of murder cases. Tipped over fish tank was found in the music room. There's escape route. No. Stolen school swimsuit. Broken ties and swimsuit stolen. Was it victim's crime scene photo? Is that what we're looking at? Was that was that one of the ones?
Why are you going even bigger?
Stolen scrolls.
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Really? I literally have no clue then.
Beating her with gravel.
A weapon inside the music
Oh.
room, huh?
We've never seen the missing swimsuit.
What about broken
We don't know if it
glass?
has bloodstains or not.
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
I literally never would have gotten that. I would have just tried this over and over again until I had failed.
Yeah.
That's too big to be a weapon.
That one is a massive
piano.
leap
Yeah.
to assume.
Why are you going
Why
even
Eagles is the
bigger?
one that says the line.
The
She is a
investigation
massive leap
conducts
at all
universal
times.
chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that. I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I
That is
chosen
the
by the
worst
gods.
like thing they've done so far. Like
Yeah.
that one, that is such a massive. That is straight up like point and click like moon logic.
You're not chosen at all, and gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
Unless you filled a swimsuit with it and beat
What
them
if
like
the
you would
gravel was
fill a
put
sock
inside
with,
some
yeah,
sort
like a
of
sock
bag?
with.
A bag? What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it'd make an effective weapon.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the ace attorney would be astonished by such a fantastic idea! But for the killer, it's an idea that kills two birds with one stone.
And that's a lot of stones.
To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into an argument.
And so
And
she had a
felt
fucking
rush
bag of
anger
gravel.
and ended up killing her.
That's not a rush of anger. That's premeditated.
Premeditated shit.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
So she probably choked her out. She
I'm
went
sorry,
unconscious.
you somewhat understand that feeling? Mikan, how many times have you lost it?
That's pretty
Baby?
scary.
Baby?
Girl
Baby, I
E
need
was
answers
also killed
now.
by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Guy E or Guy F? Monokuma.
It should have been Guy F.
I have to click buttons.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it? That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society. society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
Game and Mahiru's death are probably related.
Gun emoji.
In actuality, there's an important shared point with Girl E and Mahiru's murder.
Because, like, yeah,
The metal bat.
they're really pushing for him to be the bad guy.
I can
for
prove
this
it with this.
However,
I'm
we're
not
really
sure
early
the two
on in the
events
trial,
are
and they're really
unrelated.
pushing hard, which
At the
means
very least,
thematically
the
it's
killer
not.
has definitely played the game.
Yeah.
As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now. There is no way a stupid game could be the motive.
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious, but don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What are you...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters.
And thought that they could maybe frame a murder. Maybe it's nobody involved in the game at all. Maybe they did it and tried their best to make it look like the game, specifically to cause somebody to think it was somebody involved in the game. And so the motive was never what happened in the game, but the motive was, hey, maybe I could make everybody believe this isn't the case. In which case, it's none of the characters we've suspected so far. In which case, there's a good chance that it might even be, I don't even know, maybe Gundam, but I guess at this point it might be too late to think it's Gundam. Like,
That
well,
person
basically what that
using
does is it throws
knowledge
out
to
any
try
theory
to
that I
set
might
up
have.
Fuyuhiko.
Yeah.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
It might be Sonya for all I know.
Yeah, fair.
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Here we go.
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet clogging bitch?
I do like the make your argument music.
It's very good.
Footprints in the beach. Probably what it
What are
is.
you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru?
Considering what the
You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hyoko?
Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
Wanna hear the whole thing?
I was squishing Mr. Ants all day!
Remember she was squishing ants at the very beginning of the game,
yeah.
remember? Now I get to listen to it
Saying,
all
you four-eyed
again.
Troll? Accusing me of killing
You can see how
Mahiru?
much there is left on the side here, by the way. We were literally like the second to last panel.
Why do you doubt Hyoko?
Do you know where Hiyoko was today?
Little Lolita.
She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Wait, no. Whoops. It was the wrong one.
Damn it!
What are you saying,
Whoops.
you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of...
Why do you doubt? Do you know where Hiyoko? She was at the beach house.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
Whoops.
No, that's wrong. Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't!
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness!
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house. Which means, when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
A different entrance? Are you talking about the door facing the road that Mahiru's body was leaned against?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Ah! I remember now! I remember when I went to the beach house!
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
Damn it, Akane.
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
Yes.
There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Well, there's the trash can and the gummy bear.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots? I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
I don't know if I can necessarily
I didn't go
refute
any
that
other time.
with this.
Then you did
Letter
meet up
said
with
that she was
Mahiru
going at a different time.
at the beach house?
Yeah, but
Obviously not.
it also does say that she never saw
Saying I met
her.
up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots?
I mean, I've got the health for it. I'll try it out.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
Yes.
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
When we were all waiting,
Me and
remember she
Hajime
ran away
met up
crying.
at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further.
He got there around 2:30. What if that note wasn't supposed to be for Mahiru? What if it was supposed to be for Fuyuhiko?
Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I really don't know.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
Here.
That was weird. I think we maybe had one of those before, but like I knew what was going on.
Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery.
I love Gundam.
Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
You calling that?
We have presented the proof. My 4 Dark Davis.
I think he might be a surviving boy. Yeah, I think he's just too weird. I think he survives.
It's a trap. This is obviously someone's trap.
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was
Sparkling
a suspicious
Justice.
mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Hiyoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your heads. Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer.
Sure that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something that doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone. Trash can, yellow gummy. A yellow gummy. Strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. That's not yellow. I don't think any of those count towards yellow gummies, unless the melon is yellow.
Melon is usually green.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that picture, it's green.
Yeah. So then, I don't think it's gonna be that. So.
Melon is usually green because it's like inspired by honeydew.
Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
I think that's it. I think it's gummy bag and
Waited
drop
for your
the gummy.
chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
There's something about them mentioning the colors and the flavors of the gummies, like, was stuck in my head, and I was like, I don't know if the gummy we found is one of the gummies in that bag.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
Sinner.
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
That is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
Are we allowed to say that? I don't think we're allowed to say that.
You know, you're the one who worries about never getting taller.
Fair enough.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor?
Oh fuck, it's gonna be her.
No. It's not gonna be her because she kills you.
So it obviously looks
I
like
think
it
that's
was
too
lemon
obvious.
flavored.
I don't think she kills that. I don't think she kills Hiyoko.
Huh? That gummy is yellow? Then it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
What? That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
I'll be honest. I know it was just one of her sprites, but the way Ibuki was like looking next to him, she was like, I'm about to drop some fucking bars on this motherfucker. I'm about to tell him why he's wrong. And I know she has
We're not
nothing.
done with Hiyoko yet.
But she looks like she's about
There's
to
still
drop
a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence.
I already know where this is going.
Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
I don't even have to finish this. I already know that's wrong. Because we figured it out. She died instantly.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died.
Man, somebody... you know what? She might crack, but I fully believe somebody's gonna kill Mikan because they realize that if Mikan's alive, she's gonna keep. They're gonna have these crazy autopsy reports.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
Because half the time her autopsy reports are what makes everything like actually work.
But
Last
here's
time,
here's the thing. If she were to murder someone,
she could fake the autopsy
who's gonna
report.
question her on the autopsy report?
That's also true. So we've got two sides of that. I think the autopsy reports are definitely something to pay attention to here. They're like sort of a Chekhov's gun in this scenario. Of we've seen them be useful. So they're she's either going to be eliminated because somebody else sees the autopsy reports as useful.
She's gonna lie on an autopsy
Or she's going to lie on an autopsy report when we don't expect it because it's been so useful so far.
Fuyuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true! Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body?
With what arms? With what arms?
If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
And somebody's gonna bring up the shower, and we're gonna have to mention that the shower was broken.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was...
Completely fine. And crying.
She was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me.
Here we go. Get ready.
We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
The bottle shut down. I gotta remember how to play this now.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her. Hyoko is the only killer I could think of.
Sibling insisting that Hyoko is the killer. If I don't counter all of his words, I'll be pushed
If
back.
Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her. Hyoko is the only killer I could think of. If Mahiru didn't block, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her butt. Hyoko is the only killer I could think of.
If Hyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Nope.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Fuck off.
Through those words.
Fuck off.
Washing it off in the shower is impossible because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
I knew that one.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body.
Nope,
and
not
when
allowed.
she was done, she put them back on.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
First off, she can't get dressed by herself.
I see.
Because remember, we learned that earlier.
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hyoko mentioned this before. Which means Hyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little. Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place? Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me!
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like
It
I've
didn't
been
get on her.
saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious? Cause if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Okay, well then we have to believe the story.
Doubting me of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life. That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right?
But why were you running away?
That I'm not the killer? Yeah, seems like it.
But why were you running away from the crime
I
scene?
already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. Because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko. Everything is fine
I had a bit
now,
feel bad.
right? Shut the hell up, pig barf. I hope you get a
Never mind,
hangnail
I'm
and
good.
die. I'm sorry for being pig barf.
More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be deeply he actually has something else
Hey,
in mind?
Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already. So, can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh?
Yes.
Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
She never talked to me at all.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
What we discussed earlier is okay if we change the place. I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. That this time still remains the same 2 p.m. Seems like someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret until then. Let's not try to see each other.
Mahiru's letter said 2:30.
Yep. Which is why she went there, saw the dead body, and ran away.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
Doesn't it clearly contradict the evidence? Yeah.
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
We discussed earlier, 2:30.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hiyoko's letter...
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
I didn't write it.
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? Both?
I see! The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirm!
Have I to trial?
Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same.
Trials are so much longer than the first game.
Yeah. Just two.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
Don't talk about it.
We can't compare notes.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's
Fuck
all my
off.
fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens.
Of course.
We can just lightly punch him to death later.
Oh,
So
lightly
based on
punch him
what
to
the letter
death.
said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
Hell yeah, let's all just get high.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
What am I supposed to do about it?
Sorry.
Lock up the medicine.
There.
When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. It was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer.
It was Mikan. I'm guessing it's Mikan.
I didn't do anything wrong. And I was
Except she probably wouldn't have
framed
mentioned the
by
drugs.
Mahiru's
Yeah.
killer. Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko.
First of
We
all,
aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp
I don't like the sweaty
one
sprite.
true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side
Welcome
of
back,
the
Starlo.
absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us.
What's up, Starlo?
So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep, yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's a splendid power of teamwork.
I don't like Monomi.
Hey,
I'm
what do you
missing
think of
some.
that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
I absolutely hate
Hey.
I don't know it's the same person, but like,
Whoa, whoa! He's sleeping!
We're in Alabama.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
True, but even so, we can't stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who's among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Why is it suspended? Oh, because they want to have a, because these trials are so long, they have to have a break in between. Get to present the answer right here, right now. Huh? You're gonna spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't, that's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So, without further ado, the answer is, yeah, you can't. Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. What's up, Starlo? Mid-trial.
You want to take a little mini break?
Oh, what kind of mini break?
And my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
I'm fine. A quick stretch, everybody. Move your legs a little bit. We'll do that. I'll go grab a soda. We're gonna take a very short break because sitting down for the class trials is mentally exhausting. So we'll be right back. Oh, what game was that, Starla? Apparently, there was a game that featured the Danganronpa characters. Where you going, little girl? How do you think this is gonna work out for you? It's a carrot. Let's see here. I need to alt-tab out of the game. My hair's a mess.
Look at this baby. Look at this baby. He's ready to go. No more still. Must go. Must always go. Hi, pretty boy. Who's a sweet boy? Who's a sweet girl?
It's just a ball of fuzz.
What are you doing, you little pirate? Spirit. Ball. Look at peeps. Look at them peeps.
Yeah,
Look at them peeps.
he does not want to show up on camera.
Look at them peeps. I'm gonna show you guys some beans. You want to see some beans?
I let you run.
Run from love. I love them so much, Paladin.
Back up again.
So pretty. Look at us in our little wacky shirt. It almost kind of looks like a husky face. Just a little bit.
To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that!
You guys get in sometimes.
I can't do anything! How annoying! But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Thanks.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what? If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap,
This really is a
then
cute
something that
pose.
was used there might be a clue.
Looking at myself in the camera and I'm like, yeah, I can
Do
see
you mean
it.
the letter?
It's very fucking cute. Damn.
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Good advice, now shut up.
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away.
But if somebody
there
could
was
get
nobody
into
there.
the window, they wouldn't need to use the door.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
Want to play a new game? Is that what you're
There we
thinking?
go.
If so, we prepared a perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. Yeah, because there were a bunch of things that were talking about the Logic Dive, remember? During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. You can move sideways with the mouse and accelerate with the control key.
Have you ever seen a more beautiful streamer?
Press the right mouse button to brake
I mean,
and the
look
left
at
mouse
it.
button to jump.
Look at him. Look at that sweet face. That
Hey,
cracky
Panic Enthusiast.
smile. His sweet greeting every time someone shows up. He's just, isn't he the most beautiful
There's a-
streamer you've ever seen?
Make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. Your journey will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answer is split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you use the brake. That's my meddlesome advice to you. If you press the escape key during the Logic Dive, you can review the controls. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Just focus on something about it. I'm sure I'll be able to answer the question. All right, I'm going for it. Logic Dive. Here we go.
Oh my god. Oh, you're kidding me.
It's fucking, it's Super Hexagon.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
We had this like plug and play snowboard game when I was younger. And this is the exact same fucking animation. I'm pretty sure they used the exact same company that the thing that
Oh, it was not after Hiyoko arrived. It was before Hiyoko arrived. That was the correct answer. I've got a limited amount of time. I'm gonna leave after Hiyoko left.
I like to find that plug and play. Here's the thing.
I don't know that we can do it. Let's see here. After the killer hiding while he was at the beach house. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? At the beach house. Alright.
It's all coming together.
That was weird.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
Oh, what are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
Need to answer by any means. The place of the killer is hiding in a place that hasn't been looked at yet.
Crap!
Bench.
Crap!
Where the hell else could they?
They're in the closet.
It was
They're
the
in
closet?
yes.
I mean, I figured that, but like, I thought you said no when I first moused
No,
over
I
it.
was saying no for everything else around it.
You definitely said no when I moused over the closet.
I'm so sorry.
The closet? That's where I was locked up.
Inside one of the cases.
Yeah.
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Here!
My first thought was the closet, but I think you said no when
I'm sorry.
So I was like, okay, so it's not the closet, then what else is there?
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf, and there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. 'Cause we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah.
So we know 100% it's not Nekomaru.
Very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever
Creepy.
you want, even if we didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya!
What?
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Which means one of the first 3 people to find the body would have had to have been the killer. And we know Hiyoko saw them. We know Soda Koichi.
He was running ahead of us.
Then who was the last person, or who was the next person that saw it? Because Soda was the last person before the actual announcement hit. Who else was there? Or who else counted in that group?
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it's That sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to
So
our
who were the
original
3 people that
topic.
discovered it then? 'Cause
It was
we know,
Kyoko and Soda.
we know those 2.
Who was the first one?
Or
second?
Yeah.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. From this point forward, you will now be able to use the truth flashback. If you hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the reticle will change. You aim the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, it will be memorized.
So it's absorb bullets.
Yeah, fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from the truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. You don't seem to have to answer or lie or mistake if you value the truth bullets. It might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that in the case. What's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to trust me. By the way, you won't be able to agree with anyone while you're using truth flashback. Please remember that it is only effective when refuting points. So, what was the... Yeah. I assume the truth bullet they're giving me here is worthless because they want me to flashback. What was it to flashback?
Hold the left mouse button to absorb the statement, and then
firing a truth bullet is the left mouse button, but if you hold it, you turn it into a thing.
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower. Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
I might be able to break through the contradiction.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
All right. What? It takes 10 seconds off if you actually use the sound from the thing. Why did you say that, fuck?
Because you accidentally shot the purple words.
So I shot.
You have to absorb again.
Oh, okay. So that's why I did. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Maybe they simply washed it off.
Well, thank you for pointing that out because I assumed that I could shoot it again and then I fucked up and I said it wasn't the correct answer.
Would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Technically,
what about the wetsuits in the closet?
I just shot the purple
Maybe they
instead.
wore one when they moved the body. something other than the shower. What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushed, it would definitely
Maybe it's the other. Perhaps someone other. Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Yeah, they chews through my time as well, but that time would have been chewed through regardless.
Maybe they simply washed.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
All of the water from the water bottles in the
Something
trash.
other than the shower.
Yeah.
Like
Not the
what?
beach, because they didn't leave the beach house, remember?
Right, right.
Because we discussed that they didn't leave after, but all of the water on the top shelf of the vending machine was empty.
Shit, you right. All that was left was the sugary drink. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I see.
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Oh boy. What do you want to do now?
Worry, but that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
There's not water all over the floor.
Well, they would have gone into the shower. The shower is broken, but that doesn't mean you can't just use the the drain. I need to use the trash can.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try think one bottle it wouldn't be enough to. It's true there were drinks in the beach house. However, try one bottle it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down.
I can never remember which button I'm supposed to fucking press. Like, it looks like the left button is highlighted, but I think I'm technically supposed to be hitting the right button in those.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house. However, try one bottle it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down.
If I just press both,
Eventually, you'll get it.
if I just press both, then
Can't
there's no
assume they used
downside.
Just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words.
No, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
That's not a logical fallacy.
What?
Logical fallacies are like actual things. You can't just call
It's
something a
not
logical fallacy.
There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Huh? You should have said so sooner. Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
And Kyoko, or not Kyoko, but Peko was covered in water on her way back in a swimsuit. It's Peko. Look, their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles. If they did that, the person would be...
Seems you've realized who the killer is.
Fuck off! Get out of my head!
See? Just as I thought.
So it was Peko.
Yep.
She's the justice killer.
That's what it seems.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
Let me ask, who might that be?
Plastic water wash off. Killer. Mahiru's killer. I went the fucking long way around. She was like 3 to my left. And I went all the way around.
Is it you?
Hey, what quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Breathing heavily.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bombs, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent. Say something. Hold on, you bastard. You saw her at the diner. You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming.
What are you getting on about, Fuyuhiko?
I saw her swimming. No. I saw her. Huh? After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
It's a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. Went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys.
Didn't see anyone.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast. It's too soon to decide she's a killer. We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
Unless they had an accomplice.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
She's definitely the killer if she's saying that.
If Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The only possible thing could be that open. While we're in the shower room.
I see. If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Don't you know how high that window
So
is?
cute.
There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not. That would violate the school trip rule.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object. I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body. Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours! No! Please don't be violent!
They're using an object to escape, but they couldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, focus the thing, the object, escape the window. Hangman's Gambit? Yep. I was gonna say, it's gonna be a Hangman's Gambit eventually. We have to.
Yep.
Oh wait, I don't even know what I'm trying to do. What does that say? S-O... What could that possibly be? What does the killer use to escape the room? No.
Ah.
Nope. I've gotten nothing useful so far. I literally don't know what this is. It's a B. W? No. A? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I
Tell you the next letter if that helps. It's M. The next letter is M.
okay.
Okay.
Bamboo.
That's my boy.
And it's bamboo sword.
That's my boy.
I knew sword was the word, but I couldn't think of what the other word would be. She has a bamboo sword. I just couldn't think of the actual... Whoops. I needed that. It would be really nice if I could spell. I actually fucking suck at spelling, which is like why Hangman's Gambit fucking sucks for me.
I can start telling you what letters are next if that helps you.
No, I know how to spell bamboo now, but I'm not good at like not Jeopardy, what is it?
Like quick.
Like Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I needed help. Whoops. Like I can't do Wheel of Fortune because like I suck at I suck at playing
Spelling.
yeah, any like Hangman, anything that requires me to guess spellings.
Yeah.
I can't. I just can't.
You have the O's. Stop sending us O's. All these R's and M's, now that we don't need them. They're not gonna send us any R's once we get there, though. I guarantee you. God, where are the W's? There were so many of them several minutes ago.
Yeah, when they weren't useful.
Yeah. Okay, where's the 30 O's?
I just need a D.
Come on, y'all. Just one D.
I got it!
You want the D, you guys.
I didn't know if they were like at first I thought the word was going to be sword case or something
Yeah.
like that.
You
But
carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then too. Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Pecco used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja!
She-
Didn't I tell you? A ninja could have climbed that easily! Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Let her
Well,
dream.
it is
Let
a
her
bamboo
dream.
sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Pecco could easily use it to climb.
Well, Pecco, do you have anything to say?
now then, the time has come for the panic talk action. Talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. From this point, you'll be able to use fever time by pressing the space key during PTA. When fever time is activated, the tempo will be pushed to its max. But that's not all. You won't miss during fever time either. By pressing the left mouse button when applicable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assaults, but only until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use for your time. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. There's something called nega time that your opponent can use. If your opponent activates nega time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit difficult to press the buttons in rhythm. So in that case, please time the rhythm not with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty setting. I'm not going to tell them. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Unless you recovered it. Okay, talk action.
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off!
What am I supposed to be doing? Lock on, attack, select Final Strike. Final Strike. Reload / tab is Final Strike as well.
Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible!
Got a really cute video of Pixel trying to escape.
Shut up! Shut up! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Nah, it's bamboo sword bag.
Don't fuck with me!
I forgot about that part of this being the thing that it is. You gotta spell out the word.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? If she used the
Bamboo sword bag.
sword as a... This is the end!
Ass drug bag fuck.
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword bag to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan. No, you just back off!
Is it true? Did you really kill Mahiru?
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof! Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
She admitted it just now. She admitted she was Mahiru's killer. Is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Can you tell us
Hold on.
why?
Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
Nope.
This is important, and it relates to the voting.
Thank you.
It's about Pecco's motive.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question,
She is sparkling
I must
justice.
say it was for the sake of justice. In order to protect the justice
Oh,
of
she's
this
cracking.
world,
Oh, shit.
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill.
She's actually sparkling
For
justice.
the sake of protecting justice.
Were you
So excited. Why is she so excited?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the
Good.
eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Pecco!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine. Just stop it.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
This is... Could she be...
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent
His face,
evil.
he's just so sad.
Justice complete.
Bruh.
Bruh.
The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling
Fucking
justice.
emojis.
Now then, let's execute justice.
What? What the fuck?
Pecco, what are you doing?
Yeah, I need a better
I
motive than
am
that.
sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Pecco finally snapped! Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... But... Huh?
An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask.
This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
The heck is this? Heck is the killer? Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
Yeah. God damn it.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
Take a look, it's in a book.
Huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what,
She covered
I must
up,
not overlook evil.
She was Mahiru was the one that did the cover up on girl on the first girl's death.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword.
Okay.
And executed justice.
Okay.
The fucking glowing red eyes.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
You know what? For once, you're not wrong.
Peko, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Damn, look at Yoko fucking seizuring on the side over here.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore. Let's just end this farce already.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Fucking losing it over there.
Yeah, why is Fuyuhiko trying to do this?
No, I don't want to do this.
Closing argument, so. Let's see, what do we have? I think I'll figure it out. Let's see here. Let's see here. We got Hyoko waking up. Hyoko left a big piece of evidence. Yeah, that's the elephant. Let's see what the other thing's saying. On the morning of the incident, Mahiru met Hyoko, but that's not what's happening there. In order to lure them, that would have been the killer dropping the letters. Or the killer writing the letters. First one to arrive at the beach house. Then she arrives at the beach house. She gets drugged. Okay, so let's see. Do I have what I need? This. Footprints in the sand now. Bamboo sword to the bag. The what is inside the surf. Probably fine. Let's see. Oh, whoops. What was that? Oh, the big piece of evidence. Yeah, that's not what I need. In the closet after Hyoko ran away. No? Wow. Yeah. Hyoko's put to sleep by the kid now. Takes the sword out. Does that, and then we get there, right? But that's not. There's that. See metal bat there. We know that. The big piece of evidence is the footprints then. And the killer in the surfboard case would have had to have been here. Forge the two letters is what goes right here. Plastic water bottles is the washing off, I think, right here. Hyoko made a promise with someone. Right here. Then Bam does that. I wonder if we drop the. I don't drop the lemon gummy right here yet, do we? After she ran away is when we dropped the lemon gummy. The anime girl mask. And bam. Next to the body's the anime girl mask.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Alright.
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer
Yes, this is
eavesdropped
the
on
first playthrough
conversation
for us.
and used their promise
Sorry,
to
I
devise a
didn't say that
specific
until
murder
just now.
plan.
This is our first playthrough.
By preparing a specific item, they plan to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet.
She's doing this entire thing in her swimsuit, by the way.
So they
like
could
the
frame
entire
her
killer
as the
act
killer
happens
later.
with
Titties out.
With titties out. Unless she does,
At
but
2:30
no, because there was no
p.m.,
clothing.
Mahiru arrived
stashed,
at
so
the
she
beach
knew how
house.
this was going to go down.
She was completely unaware that she had been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card.
A serial killer thing.
That's how the crime scene we discovered was created.
Serial killers are dumb enough to leave their thing. They got to. Even if you're trying to hide who you were, even if you're trying to get away with it.
I like
There's
when serial killers have a fun little thing. I don't approve of them, but I like when serial killers have a fun little thing.
The killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can.
Because if they littered...
Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else.
That's such an interesting specific rule that is going to come up a lot.
Yeah.
Because you can't just like get rid of the water bottles, so you have to put them in the trash.
After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly
I love
Hyoko
the
must
art
have
of
panicked when she
these.
came out of the closet.
The faces are so good.
I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route, the small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
I see. And what of it?
She's like totally cool with it.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
That wasn't, you can't find out if they all dead.
Can't prove nothing if they all dead.
Can't prove nothing if they all dead. That's right.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world? Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice. Hurry and carry on justice.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed!
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
Fucking hell.
Sacrifices? Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
He finally woke up.
I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
The ones that I chopped up. That patch is holding great, by the way.
Good.
It's a shame, we really didn't get to hang out with her that much.
This was the one I was spoiling. Okay. And like, I was like, I don't know which one it was. I just know she's gonna
Can we
do it
please
eventually.
have a little more time?
Why?
Pardon me. Can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
She didn't finish the game. Ryuhiko did. He had the paper and he showed it to
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Petco is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That's what an enthusiast is.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Petco, right?
distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
That's Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. They're in the magazine. There's only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translating it. Yeah, the difference from the serial killer.
I see. That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
What?
All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first ever heard other serial killers beside Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed that serial killers were from the same country. That wasn't the case. If so...
Pecco, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off.
You can go.
However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished.
Oh, was she a Fuyuhiko hitman?
My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
I bet she was.
Oh, shit.
Uh-huh. Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Hey, be clearer. We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I like that face. I don't know why. That's a good face.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
Fuyuhiko did kill somebody. He just did it through other people like a Yakuza would. Yakuza don't typically get, like, especially higher up Yakuza, don't get their own hands dirty. They send somebody else who has less to lose.
I mean, besides Pecco and Hiyoko, someone else was
You
also
could
at
arrest
the beach
everyone
house.
underneath you gets fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if one of your grunts gets arrested, you get your richest fucking lawyer in there and you can fix it.
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
There was one more person at the scene of the crime. Body discovery announcement.
I see.
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
And then who is the third person that saw the crime scene? It's got to be Fuyuhiko. Also, did you notice that that thing hanging on the wall is actually a giant iPad?
Yeah. I
Held
just
sideways.
noticed it too.
Doesn't include the killer this time.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us 1 person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
For Yuriko.
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
Me too. But the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's a world of that too. Let's see here.
Thingy.
Digital photo? Prize, I guess.
I can prove it with this. I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first can receive the ending prize.
What's that envelope you got there?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth.
We'll probably
sent
finish
those
this as
photos
soon as
to
we get to
Mahiru
the
to confirm it.
execution. That'll be where we stop the stream.
Hey,
We've been going for 3 hours. It's almost as long as a regular one of my
Fuyuhiko.
streams.
Yeah.
Who cares?
The class trial ones are always long, though.
Peko is the killer, right?
I think that's why they started
Doing the break.
yeah, the break. Because the first game didn't have the breaks, but they were pretty long
That's why
anyway.
I told you. You're all too late.
Technically, since
As
you're
I
the
said
one who
before,
did it.
I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey, what's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
It means I'm not the killer. The true killer who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
For the purposes of this game, baby girl.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
No, because she's still a person.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
Yeah, I didn't do so hot on some of them.
Yeah. Whew. The last little bit.
Yeah, I got a B rank. Which means I only got 79 coins. Oof.
I know you don't like me to tell you the answers, but like coins though.
I'm in a bind, and what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
What? This is taking so long. Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiro Koizumi is...
Sorry.
I'm just hesitating.
Hey!
There's no need to hesitate, no matter how you look at it. Peko's the killer.
Hey!
Why? Well, it's obvious. You're not a tool, you're a freaking human being.
Well,
If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
you just don't
Because
know.
I just don't know. You just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself.
Hey,
What does that mean for you, Hiko? Peko and I grew up together. You two childhood friends?
no.
Completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuzuryu clan took me in.
I am nothing but
They
a
gave
tool.
me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends
What?
to kill, I must be his
holding
sword.
The sword! Yeah, even from that age, she had a sword.
Amazing.
That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end. That is...
Because if you are a tool, then what was all that time we spent together?
nothing.
It's ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. Our professional relationship doesn't exist on the island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on the island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
That's why you were hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
Not as if that started the moment we arrived on the island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing
No
but
matter
a
what I am
tool.
told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it's only natural for me to act as his tool. And the one who tried to kill Mahiro wasn't you, it was Fuyuhiko.
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I had beat that game, I was suddenly given the photographs.
Damn it.
I don't understand why my sister is in these photos.
Don't fuck with me!
She's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead?
You...
Tried to confirm it with Mahiro, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So,
Yeah, I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond, but she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too. I'm sure Mahiro was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why even if we were told we were connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when Mahiro spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this.
Aw.
She had plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my!
You're not going... You want to talk about it there, I think totally fine. It's pretty important, so you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
Sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I wanted to I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But...
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
If you want to sound serious, I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh...
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation.
But
It was rather inconvenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could make use of the plans to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiro into a trap.
hey,
By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko.
What the?
Eye for an eye. That's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so
my young master thought of a plan to execute it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game that was the one used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seems to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
that is.
Killed Mahiru with the bat. Still, I believed her up till the very last minute that the game was just a work of fiction. But even so,
Hey,
the game actually is real. Are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you?
but
The fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but
Why?
you shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Stands me. Not the game.
what are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
Jeez.
And to be honest, the whole time I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still trying to find an excuse not to go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I really pissed off and grabbed me the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment, young master called for me, made me kill Mahiru.
Young master, I am finished.
What?
You killed him because you ordered to? Tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions.
Of course!
Because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Junin, can you just be quiet?
Yes, indeed!
Afterward, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of the serial killer story.
It cannot be.
Insisted you were sparking injustice in order to make us hasten our votes. So we fell for it and fell for her trick as well. That's right. You guys made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously wrong.
No.
No, it should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is troubling!
Talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense for Yuhiko's the actual true killer.
I see.
For Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is our true hope then. On his behalf, you killed Mahiru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
Great.
You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope.
Wrong.
I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
So I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh? Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us? Is that your hope?
Huh?
Hold on.
Are you asking him something like that?
What?
You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey,
Can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us and acted like the killer. Are those all the things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth?
Huh?
Fuyuhiko?
Yeah.
I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die.
Young master.
You just have to tell the truth. It's only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. You mentioned this before, but interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots Byakuya and Teru are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to get held back by affection when it's my time to kill. Just saying that. Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right?
Young master!
Please just tell them the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did what I was told because I am a tool. This could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'll still lose Peko, but if you insist you're the killer just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
Damn it!
Young master, I am finished.
Look at that power stance.
What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me.
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, a tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? You better escape! Sorry.
I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
If that's actually what I have to do to survive, I just feel ashamed of myself. I mean, I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself. If I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you? I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan.
Young master!
Uh-oh.
So that's how it turned out. And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions. There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey.
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
Jeez.
It's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man, even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of a trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with a heart, is the killer.
Sorry.
Even though you did all that to provide me with a chance to survive, but I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Young master!
You have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza, and that's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believe you wouldn't accept that so easily. Aww. We're together since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
Even so,
I wanted you to escape. I wanted to protect you.
Peko.
I am terribly sorry.
I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master.
Goodbye.
Sorry for what I've done to you all too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
And please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Of course. Why don't you start
I
already?
will never feel despair.
As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool!
But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin.
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So,
I want you to remember.
The tool Peko Pekoyama, who used to stand beside you. I'd like you to remember that. That's it. Did say that. Punishment time brimming with despair.
Jeez.
How did you get it yet?
Thrills, chills,
This time for the ultimate swordsman, Peko Pekoyama.
Why?
Stay by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now
He
then,
loves
I prepared a
you.
very special punishment.
I...
A phone call.
Your phone?
Right here.
Oh.
It's just set on Do Not Disturb.
I never needed a tool.
Really quiet all of a sudden.
So...
Wow. That was weird.
You didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Young master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Please, Echo. Don't go! I need you! Don't leave me!
Young master? Young master?
There's the despair. Well, that's a sad storyline.
Yeah, shit.
Game over. Peko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Bunch of samurai bots. One-woman army. Being controlled like a puppet. I don't know. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck.
We got rid of both of them.
Oh my god.
I was not expecting that.
Once he ran in, I knew they were both gone. Ah. I need you to
Nah.
Oh boy.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone! Even Fuyuhiko. This is bad. This shouldn't be allowed. People dying so easily, falling like dominoes. You bastard, what is this?
Oh boy.
This is a lie, right? Peko! Fuyuhiko!
Such a waste.
For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. What a waste. This conclusion, a waste. This is why she should have just discussed it.
Damn it.
It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crushed into something so unpalatable.
Oh.
You're still talking about that? The hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends just got killed?
Such despair.
I'm pissed, and I even feel sad and hopeless. Still,
Isn't that right?
it's going to be alright. The despair is worthless. It's amazing how only a slight difference between that last sprite and this sprite, but this is so much worse.
Yeah, it is. It is.
To a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That's the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know? Not yet. He's still alive.
What?
Everyone!
Fuyuhiko is still alive.
Serious?
Just gonna let him do that. Right away, we rushed over to Fuyuhiko's side.
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay? Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying! But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Serves him right.
You're so stupid!
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like this.
Stupid brother!
You need to hurry up and save him. Surprise order.
What the heck?
How do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong!
It's your duty to save him.
Huh?
Because it's written in the school trip rules. Blackhead is exposed during a class trial. They alone will be executed. If only the Blackhead gets executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now, but since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless.
Hey!
But you should be able to do it. Geez, I guess I have no choice.
Fine.
There's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's just me.
So,
Fine then, I'll save him.
like...
He was actually gonna do that. I was actually gonna do that all along, so I've already prepared for this. Then it happened. Siren began ringing from out of nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer. Really?
An ambulance?
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
As opposed to Dr. Feelgood?
Dr. Killgood? You've already killed your patients!
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat! So, I'll see you later!
I just need that, like, end of chapter.
Yeah.
After he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight.
Yeah, every time you're like, all right, 10 more minutes and we're gonna be done. But then you're like,
It
I don't
goes
want
for
to be done
another-
in 10 minutes. And then you go for 30 more.
Perhaps.
Well, I thought we were gonna be able to just get to the fucking, I always forget how long this is.
Yeah.
I mean, he caused Mahiru's death, you know.
However,
Or else we will not be able to advance forward.
Fall.
There's
my
no second
tears.
chances in life. We cannot return. There's no other way than to move forward like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
Damn it!
Things aren't as exciting if a shit stirrer like him ain't around. I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. So the class trial ended, but we still can't see the real ending that we really wanted yet. And when that finally arrives, what will happen to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat floating unreliably in a vast dark sea. We were just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation: despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. It's done this before.
Fuck, I forgot.
15 days left.
Oof.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? 4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore. Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair. And the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Chapter 2. Sea and Punishment, Sin and Coconuts. Surviving students. 12. To be continued.
Who's dying next?
We obtained a present. We got the Black Dragon Blade.
Who's dying next, Paladin?
Akane.
Let's kill him.
We saved, so I'm not fucking playing right now. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn the game off. But anyway, I think that Akane is going to die, and I think that it is going to be... I think that Akane is going to die, and I think that it's going to be Gundam's fault.
Okay, okay.
Just really wild and out there.
Okay.
That's my theory. But anyway, that's going to be where we end it. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I've been Paladin. This has been Megamine.
Bye.
This has been Danganronpa. Not Trigger Happy Havoc. This is Goodbye Despair. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. And as always, see you guys next time, which will be Saturday. Bye-bye.
Bye.